What's up, guys and gals? Mirrormask here. Gonna go out riding a little bit today. It was sunny earlier, now we're back to cloud cover again. Update, got my speedometer cable in, got that fixed, everything's working great. This time I made sure to spray some chain and cable lube down there before I installed it. That way I know it's extra lubed up and it won't snag and break. I found the sticker on my scooter, like I mentioned in the previous video. It was in a weird location, like up under the seat at the bottom where the hinge was, that said 90 octane or higher in this scooter. Now the other day, usually I put 93 in here because, you know, it doesn't cost that much to put that kind of stuff in a scooter, you know, a couple of dollars. But I had stopped at the gas station, I put 87 in it when I was riding with Todd. And because that was the only one that they didn't have, like, I think it stopped at like 90. It was like 85, 87, 90, something like that. And so I just put the 87 in here. And my scooter was running weird, like loss of power and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, what the hell is going on with this? And then I finally realized, after I'd filled up again on the way home, I put 93 in it and it was running great. I was like, well, damn, maybe you know, there's a sticker or something that says I need better fuel. And so I went to looking, and sure enough, I found it up under the seat, like under the actual seat, not right near the gas thing. I don't know why it was there and not on the tank, but whatever. Anyway, so got that taken care of, and then the scooter ran great. So that is proof right there. You know, you definitely need to use the right gas, especially on a scooter. You can get by on a motorcycle because it's a bigger engine. You know, you're not going to notice little loss of power, but on a scooter, yeah, on a 150cc, you will definitely notice a difference between 87 and 93 octane gas. But like I said, you know, that's all they had for me to get, so that's what I got. Man, I'm happy my speedometer gauge is working again. And it's not even for the speed. I mean, you can get by with GPS or something like that on the speed. It's mainly for the odometer, because you know, I don't have a trip meter, so I use the odometer for keeping track of mileage for my break-in period. And I probably put, I don't know, 40 miles on here or more without the speedometer. So I've got to keep that rounded up in my head. So maybe after riding today, it'll be close to changing the oil for the first time. Since I'm using magnetic plugs, I'm going to change at 200 miles, which would be great. Get all the metal shavings out and all that stuff. All right, let's pull up here real quick. Up at the 93. Is that the highest they have here? Yeah. All right, so go ahead and fill up with 93. Damn ants. Did it.
Nice filming.
Appreciate it. There you go. You too. And we're off. Back on the road. Let me tell you, I went over to Dothan to grab some e-cig juice, right? And when I was on the way out, or way out, when I was on the way back, I got behind this truck that was carrying some tires, and I wasn't on the scooter, I was on my vehicle, and like two of these huge semi tires fell off the back of the truck and like bounced on the road right in front of my car. I like slammed on brakes and swerved. It was crazy, it was scary, but at the same time, like, I mean, it wasn't scary like I was gonna get hurt scary. It's like, oh God, please don't hit the car. You know what I mean? That kind of scary. Because you know, I was like, wasn't tailgating them or nothing, so I had plenty of room to stop. But all I could think was like, oh, it's gonna roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I hit the brakes, this tire's gonna roll towards me. But they didn't. They hit on the side and then flipped one time and just laid flat. So I was like, thank God. Because I would have been flagging that dude down. I flagged him down anyway, just honked and told him, like, hey man, you dropped some tires. He was like, oh, I'll turn around and get them, appreciate it, kind of thing. And I was like, no problem. But man, if they had bumped my car, I'd have been like, oh my God, oh, my neck, my back. No, I'm playing. I would have said all that, but it would have pissed me off a little bit, because it definitely, as heavy as those tires are, even if I wasn't moving and they had hit the front of my car, they'd have smudged. You know what I'm saying? They'd have left a tire mark on the front. So I was like, woo, dodge that bullet. But I hope the guy went back and got him, man, because that's kind of crappy to just leave the tires laying in the road like that. I mean, yeah, I get it. You got a truck full of them and you drop two, and you know, you don't even pull over till like 10 minutes down the road. I finally was able to flag you over and tell you, hey, you dropped these tires. He was like, oh yeah, I'll turn around and go get them. I doubt he went. I doubt he went. He probably just was like, forget it. All right, let's see. I have a topic for the day. I know it's taken a while to get to it, but you know, that's life. So the topic of the day is modern day live streamers. Now, some of you viewers may be live streamers. Some of you viewers who are older viewers from back in the day on my channel will know that, you know, I used to live stream. That used to be a huge part of my life. I was a professional video gamer, and I got paid to live stream and make YouTube videos and do reviews on games and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm not some fat dude that lives down in my basement. I mean, I'm pretty skinny guy, normal life, that kind of thing. But I really enjoyed it, and it was a big part of my life. And the way it used to be, but let me say the way it used to be before I get into how it is now. The way it used to be is a live streamer would live stream a video game. People would come to see the video game and hear the commentary of the live streamer. If they enjoyed the way the guy ran the stream or the girl ran the stream, they would leave donations and tips saying, hey, I appreciate the entertainment value you bring to the streaming platform. Here's a $5 tip or something like that, right? And when you got big enough, you could get partnership, and when you got partnership, then you got paid, you know, for the ad revenue and stuff on Twitch or any streaming platform. Well, I got big enough to get partnership on a couple of platforms, but not Twitch. Almost got big enough to get it on Twitch, and never got around to getting it. And that kind of sucked, but whatever. Anyway, so then I moved on from it. My life took me in different routes, and I kind of even stopped. Hang on, I got a fly in my helmet. All right, I'm back. Had to get that out of my helmet. All right, so yeah, you know, I kind of went different ways, got into acting, you know, started acting in films and stuff like that. I still do my YouTube channel, obviously, but now I do motovlogs. That's just what I enjoy doing these days. Mainly for practice for my acting. You know, it keeps me in front of a camera, it keeps me talking to a camera, keeps dialogue flowing and all that kind of stuff. But I also just enjoy riding and figured, why not bring the camera with me? All right, but I had a buddy of mine, Zefixlear. Zefixlear was also a live streamer and YouTuber, and a really good friend of mine in the gaming world for a long time, for years. And he messaged me last night and was like, dang dude, the streaming world has gone to shit. And I was like, yeah, tell me about it. Now, I haven't checked in on the streaming world in a while, just because it's become so damn toxic and just full of bullshit now that it's not what it used to be. It really isn't. It's just not what it used to be. And I was like, well, what happened? And he was like, man, there was this chick who was live streaming, and my daughter was enjoying watching her live stream and everything, and laughing at her and all this stuff. His daughter's like 6. And he said, I sent a message, because live streaming has live chat and all this stuff. You can chat directly with the streamer, and they can interact with their audience. And he was like, I sent a message to her saying, hey, you know, I enjoy the stream. You know, my daughter, who's 6, is really enjoying it and laughing a lot and all this stuff. Could you give her a shout out? You know, just say, hey, you know, whatever somebody's name is, that's a shout out. And this is what the girl told him. All right, this is just a 6-year-old little girl, his daughter is, right? And so the streamer chick was like, so let me get this straight. She got all sassy. So let me get this straight. You want me to shout out to your 6-year-old daughter when you haven't even tipped me? That's what she said. I was like, are you fucking shitting me? Like, that's what she actually said? And he was like, yeah, man. Like, I was like, what the hell? I was like, how shitty can you be, man? Now, keep in mind, now, let me explain this first. A lot of these streamers that are girls are former or are still cam girls. So they're used to not doing shit on camera unless they've gotten a tip. You know, you want me to flash you, you're gonna have to tip me. You want me to do this, you're gonna have to tip me. You want me to say your name, you're gonna have to tip me. You know, that's how cam girls are. It's tips for everything. Money, 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 money. That's all they're worried about, is how much money they can make. And so a lot of these chicks have come over into the streaming world because it's a fresh audience. They still do the cam crap, but then they also come over to the live streaming thing and take advantage of the wallets of all the gamers, all the guy gamers and chick gamers, I guess. And so little things like a shout out, like, look, maybe that's the case in the cam girl world, but in the live streaming world, treating your audience like shit and not being friendly to them and blatantly telling them it's all about the money, if you want me to do anything or say anything or whatever, you're gonna have to tip me. That's such a shitty thing to do, but that's the norm these days. See, when I was a streamer, which was just a few years ago is when I stopped, I kind of got in on the tail end of the nice streamer generation. In other words, the streamers who didn't ask for money, they did it because they enjoyed it, they wanted to be entertainers, they loved entertaining an audience, they interacted with their audience, they played video games with their viewers. You know, they were just cool, down-to-earth people who were celebrities in the streaming world, but acted just like everyday normal human beings and took the time to interact with their audience. That was the norm back then. I came in on the tail end of that, or I left on the tail end of that, because it really started getting shitty and toxic. It started getting to the point where it was all about the money and people didn't give a shit about the viewers or the audience. They didn't care about any of that crap. All they wanted was money, 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 and they made it very well known. They would flat out tell you, well, I'm here for the money, I don't care about the video games, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so that's just been on my mind all day today. Even though I'm not involved in it anymore, I still, you know, I still miss those days. That's like nostalgic streaming days right there, because them days are fucking gone. Everybody's, you know, well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of streamers, and I'd want to say the majority of them these days, are just straight assholes. I mean, they are dicks. And it's like, if you think you aren't, then you're fucking kidding yourself. You're an asshole. That's for real. That's just the down low serious. If any of y'all say that. The down low serious. So yeah, that's why I got out of the streaming game, is because, like, my type of streamer started becoming rarer and rarer and less popular. All of a sudden, people didn't like these friendly streamers. They enjoy streamers treating them like shit. Like, I have never understood that. You see it in the dating world. You see it with, especially with females. They will date an asshole of a dude that'll push them around, beat them. I'm talking wife beater and everything. And they'll keep going back to that kind of guy. Like, oh, where are all the good guys at? And then keep going to that. Well, that's the mentality of the streaming world these days. Apparently. I mean, shit. Like, which way do I want to go? I'm going to go this way. So, yeah, it's like, you know, people now are like, oh, fuck you guys, or flicking them off, or whatever, like, to their viewers. And the viewers are like, ha ha ha, that's funny, and donate money. Like, hold on, let me get it straight. This dude just called you a dickhead and then flicked you off, and you donated $5 to him? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this world? I don't understand people's mentality this day and age. It's getting ridiculous. And that's like where I live, man, around in the deep south. Everybody's got this weird ass, they're just complacent, they're fine with where they're at in life. I don't know, it's like the ambition, the drive, all that shit's gone. And like, they have no motivation to be something better in life. They're just fine with having like 5 kids, no husband, 4 different baby daddies, all this crap, and they're just like living off welfare and child support, and they're like, man, my life's great. Like, this is exactly where I want to be in life. Like, are you fucking mental? Like, what the hell's wrong with you people? I don't know, man. I'm sorry about this long ass rant, but that's just how it is, man. That's how I feel. That's how Mirrormask feels. I'm telling you, man, it's a different world these days. It is not the same that it used to be, and it's sad, man. It's sad because ain't nobody made it this way except us. You know what I'm saying? The government didn't do this shit. People did it. People getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, like down here, you got kids skipping school and staying out of school, and their parents not saying shit or doing shit about it. You got kids getting pregnant at like 13, 14 years old, and like their parents are okay with that shit. They're like, oh, you have a baby at 13, here, dump it off with me, I'll be happy to take care of it. Like, what the fuck, man? And then the crazy thing, this is where it gets personal for me, for Mirrormask. This is the personal side of it. People like me, I'm 37 years old. I'm not married, never been married, almost got married, but sadly my fiance passed away. Some of you guys know that who've been watching the channel for a while. So I almost was married, almost had a family, but that happened, and you know, I'm 37 now, I don't have any kids, I'm not married, and I'm single right now. I'm single by choice because I don't want to date none of these people around here, because most of these people around here done dated like 8 of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna marry somebody who's been married twice in the past to people I went to fucking school with. Like, what the hell, man? But anyway, that's how I feel, man. It's affecting me because it's like a stigmata. It's like a stigmata. Like, some of you guys have been labeled jocks. Some of you guys have been labeled nerds. Some of you guys have been labeled wimps or meatheads or, you know, whatever. And them labels suck, dude. They suck because people, a label will automatically gauge how someone thinks of you before they even know you. That's why labels are fucking really dangerous. But see, when you get the label, the stigmata of being 37, never married, no kids, people automatically like, oh man, there's something wrong with that guy. Either he's this or he's that or something, without even knowing your history. It's like, you know, oh, well, you don't know that I lost a fiance. You don't know that I moved around for a while. You don't know that I lived out of the country for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? But yet you already got the label. Like Todd, T-on2, he's same boat as me. He's 37, never married, no kids. He don't really have any friends. I don't really have any friends. We're the only friends we got. And that's simply because we don't have kids. I mean, we don't go to baseball games. We don't do the shit that everyone else that has kids does. Like, that's weird, man. When you're single, you don't have kids, and you're like creeping around at some baseball game for kids or some softball game for little girls or whatever. That's weird, man. That's another way to get another bad pedophile kind of fucking label. Yeah, you don't want to do that shit. So like, it sucks, dude, because you don't have nobody to hang out with. You don't have anybody to damn, you know, do anything with. But I mean, that's the downside to people like me who are single and all that shit. But the label side of it's what kills us. That sucks, man. And I mean, if you're watching this from somewhere else in the world or some other part of America, I'll say this much. Until you've lived in the deep South, you don't know how devastating labels can be on people. A label down here can get your ass killed, man. Like, legit killed. Like, y'all remember the very first famous hate crime and all that shit? Matthew Shepard up in Laramie, Wyoming? got his ass tied to a fence and left for dead after being beaten halfway unconscious, all because he had the label of gay. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit can fuck you up, dude. It's bad, man. And it's real bad down here in the deep south. I mean, it's sad, dude. It's sad that it's like that. So now that's why I just leave people alone, man. I don't even try to make friends with nobody down here. I don't try to date nobody down here. I don't try to take part of none of that shit. I got my own plans. My plans are to get my ass to California, get into some more acting jobs and all this stuff, and make a damn career for myself in the film industry. That's my damn goal in life right now. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some southern ass atmosphere fuck that shit up, man. Because I'm telling you, if you got a dream in life, or you got a goal you want to obtain, you got to go get that shit, man. This shit ain't gonna fall in your lap. You got to go and get it. That's from the brain of Mirrormask. You got a goal, go after it. You got a dream, you chase that damn thing. Because ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this little rant video up today. I just had some shit to get off my damn chest, man. Here, enjoy the scenery of this nothingness, this crap that you guys see in every video. This flat farmland shit, dust storms everywhere because the tractors are plowing up right now. It's ridiculous. Anyway, if you got any questions and comments, you leave them below. If you want to support the channel, Patreon links below. Patreon links, a clickable link at the end of the video on the end screen. Also, if you want to check out some of my recent videos or some of my past videos, click on some of the links on the end of the screen. I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. And as always, Mirrormask out. Peace.